well up the field, up to a midfield role. So they have rejigged their forward line, Collingwood.
Here's a chance for Steins. Kicking towards left half forward. Gergic well out in front. Takes the mark and is quick to play on to Viney. Penetrating kick. Smith the flyer!
And wasn't he in the box seat, Sandy? But it was all about Gergic again meeting the ball. He certainly comes and meets the ball. He got 2 or 3 metres free of Schwabel, and that's what you got to do when you're playing in the key forward post. You've got to continually come and present yourself at the ball carrier coming forward. And Gergic is a very promising player, but Shaun Smith was certainly in the box seat. He
moved quickly, didn't he? Yeah, Gergic's been a very impressive player. I haven't seen him much. I mean, he played a few games last year, but gee, he's been an impressive player this year.
And this is no doubt the start Melbourne need. Kick an early goal in the 3rd quarter.
Playing in his 5th game for the season. He's only kicked a few. He's kicked 4 goals so far this year. Now he's kicked 5. Just the start they wanted.
Well, I guess the important point, it's really one of the few times for the game where a key forward in a genuine contest has just been able to jump up and take the mark. Again, Gergic, as you mentioned, Mick, he led Schwabel to the ball. This is just the jump. Was it wide or was it Smith? They were both coming from different directions.
But the danger signs are up for Collingwood. Out of the middle, it's the D's again. Woden's at the bottom of the pack. Had it, lost it. Leoncelli working hard and he strikes the tackle. Gets clear to the outer side. Gergic is there. And he is providing a marvellous focal point. They've got to stop him. Travis Johnston was again the target. Scotty Russell.
They'll be holding the ball.
Has to be.
Is pinged.
I just cannot understand players when they win the ball deep in the opposition's forward line. They have free possession. Playing on in a situation when you're not fully aware of what's on around you, you just got to go back, take the mark and assess your options from that point.
It's that split second, isn't it? Just to have a look around you, that split second that you're going to waste if you do play on. Certainly, that's the risk element. You can't see 360 degrees, can you, Mick? You've got to have a look first. So
it's just a natural thing for the forwards to come where the ball was going to land. So there's obviously people around you.
Shaun Smith, a chance to rip this game wide apart. And he's done exactly that. Collingwood's in trouble. Smith just kicked 2. Johnson's just kicked 1. They've kicked 3 goals in 3 minutes.
And it started in the centre square. Certainly they've had the forwards to be able to finish for them, but that work of extricating the ball in the centre square, Mick, that ferreting in and out of that crunch situations, bodies all around the place. Leoncelli, for instance, he was able to extricate himself. So this ground level contest at centre square, very important for Collingwood to get back balance.
Crow, short kick, but straight to Steins. Big Jim celebrating 250 games. Finds Seacamp almost in the middle. Uze been quiet in this term. Smith out on a lead.
Been good, Smith, hasn't he? Yep. He's presented himself much better than any of the other Melbourne forward targets in this game.
He's a leading forward, isn't he, Lee?
Yeah,
he
just
can
got
do
that bit of speed to get away then from Michael, didn't he?
Well, he's kicked 2 so far. This is a big shot, though, because it's virtually the last kick at goal in this quarter.
It's very important. Collingwood have kicked the last 5 consecutive goals in the game.
45 metres out. Melbourne needs it, and Smith has got it. That is a big goal for Shaun Smith. He's booted 3 in this quarter now.
Yes. Yeah, very, very good goal by Smith. Again, Uze coming forward. He just was able to kick the ball off the outside of the left boot, just to put the ball out in the line of the leading Smith. Gave Smith probably a 70-30 chance to mark it, and Smith made the most of that percentage.
Again, he blasts forward. Melbourne have the numbers. Fine chest mark by Hopgood. He's away up towards Viney and Gergic. Viney first to recover. A chance for Melbourne now. The kick is great to Shaun Smith.
That is a great finish by Viney. He assessed his options. He went for the contest. He looked inside. He looked back for that backward handball, but he assumed every Melbourne player was covered. But he just had the presence of mind to look over the open side of the field. And Shaun Smith, once again, on a lead. Great kick. Now he's got a chance to kick his fourth.
It's a big call by Neil Danaher to take Viney out of the centre square and put him in half forward, but he's got to get a few of those balls.
40 metres out. This to regain the lead. The Melbourne Red and Blue Army goes up. They're back. Shaun Smith booted 4, all in the second half. Spent a lot of time on the bench.
A terrific play by Paul Hopgood. He was on Buckley early. He met the ball across half back, that loose ball in the air. It was really only a kick and hope to centre half forward. And Viney was the one who got it ground level. And gee, it was great awareness, wasn't it, Mick, to kick the ball across the body into the path of the looting Smith.
Gets it across to Russell. His hand pass is wide. Not good. Leoncelli shrugs the tackle from half back. Swings it back in towards the middle. And there he is again. Gergic gives it away beautifully to Phoebe. 60 metres out. Pops it up in the air. They need a flyer. Like that. That's what they need.
He was the marking forward that had to stand up, knowing that David Schwartz hadn't touched it all day, but Shaun Smith, his second half has been exceptional. We know Mel Michael will more often than not play the front position, and when you're playing on a player like this who does love a little bit of a run at the mark, he certainly can get on the shoulder of his opponent.
Got great balance in the air, hasn't he? And when Phoebe, actually I don't think Phoebe certainly didn't aim at him. He ran too close to the Collingwood player coming at him, had to chip the ball in the air. But you could see Michael sitting under it, and you could see Smith with 3 or 4 steps to jump, and this was always inevitable. He would jump and mark.
This for number 5 for Shaun Smith. Say goodnight to the folks, Gracie. The D's are home.
Well, there's been a couple of times during the game where it's looked like Melbourne were home. Certainly in the third quarter we thought that, and Collingwood have come back, but with 7 or 8 minutes to go, it's going to be an enormous performance by Collingwood, and Mark Widgerton has gone into the ruck just to try and change things round, and I think that's quite a good move. He's a player who's played well. He might be able to be fresh in there.